Yay! Hello. Two people there already. Hello, everyone. I had trouble getting on. Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Christina. Welcome to my channel, My Intuitive Sense, plus my 2 cents. So, wow, there's some weird lighting going on here. Well, first of all, I'm gonna wait for a few people to come in, but I'm also gonna try something that I've never done before. Is I'm going to it'll be opportunity to see if anybody actually joins me here live. I'm going to be doing an intuitive reading plus my 2 cents. And if you saw my thumbnail, it's on Ali Carter. So I'll just kind of give a little maybe trigger warning at first. It's a very sensitive subject. I'm not going to get too deep into it. I'm mostly giving my intuitive sense on her and everything, and then my own thoughts about it. So I'm not going to get too deep into it because it's very sensitive, but I just felt that this is what I could do at this time. I have done a video already on her. It wasn't so much an intuitive reading. I kind of gave my thoughts and some things on it, but I mostly played one of her own lives because she's done many. So you can check that out if you're not familiar with Ali Carter. Uh, just Google because she's trending right now. Even though she's laying low at the moment, she was doing a lot of speaking and a lot of sharing, and she has been for a very long time. Um, but now's the time. Now is the time, or it's the beginning of the time where a lot of this is coming out into the open. A lot more people are. I just believe it's divinely guided to share, to speak up, because it's safer. Um, I won't say it's 100% safe, but it's a safer time for them because it's in the collective consciousness right now. And yeah, it's time. So I'm just going to wait for some people to come on. And if you're here, say hello. And as I said, I am going to do something that I've never done before is I'm going to try to go live on TikTok as well. Um, I've been meaning to do this for months, and I thought, well, why not try it at the same time and see if it works? It'll be my first live on TikTok. So let's see if that works. But I'm just going to kind of wait for a few more people to join, and don't be afraid to say hi, or even ask questions or comment on the topic. If you want to share anything, feel free also. So I'm just going to repeat this over here on TikTok and see if that works. Hello, Amber. Thank you for telling me that someone is there live. All right, let's see if this also works on TikTok. I don't have a very different audience on TikTok though. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if it works. It just started raining here, so I hope we don't have any Wi-Fi issues. Um, we'll see how it goes. It'll be interesting. It says practice mode is available. I probably should have practiced before. Probably. Just jump right in, see how it goes. Let's see if I'm live. Hello, TikTok? Anybody there? I can't tell if I'm live. I have no idea. Am I live? Hello? Camera's a lot better over here than it is on my laptop. But it looks like I'm live. So I'm just going to say hello to everybody here. And this is my first time on TikTok. I'm also live on YouTube, just so you know. I didn't actually do any kind of message ahead of time to say that I would be coming on TikTok, and this is my very first time on here. So I'm just going to test this and see how it goes. But I actually am on YouTube right now, and I'm going to be doing a live intuitive reading, as I call my intuitive sense plus my 2 cents. And the topic for tonight is on Ali Carter. So I'm going to say on TikTok, Ali Carter's on there. So there's going to be a lot of people I think that are familiar with her. If not, just do a search and she'll come up. So, all right, I'm just checking this. This looks like it's working. Just not anybody there yet because they don't realize that I'm on TikTok. Okay. So usually I do my readings, not live because it's a little intimidating to do it live because sometimes I just kind of will have to sit there and maybe tune in and see what I receive, which is not so fun, I suppose, if you have to sit there and stare at me. Or I might make some sounds like I do to help me access information. But this is the first time, and let's see how it goes. Well, first of all, if you don't know who Ally Carter is, Ally Carter is a young, beautiful woman who is a survivor of sex trafficking and SRA. So I'm going to have to use certain code words or shortening of things apparently on here so that I don't get, you know, striked or something like that. But SRA, if you're not familiar with it, Google it. I'm sure it might come up with a few other things, but it does have to do with what happens to a lot of people who are sex trafficked. So again, just so you people know, this is a very sensitive topic. It might have some triggers, and it's in English just for the people that are joining me on TikTok because I'm on live on YouTube right now. So I know because I'm in Mexico, this is where it goes out to, but no hablo español, not for to do this. So I apologize. But hello, thank you for tuning in to my TikTok live and my YouTube live. So Ally Carter, wow. First of all, my intuitive sense with her is because I tuned into her, or I believe that things are shown to me so that I can tune in, tap in, and see what's happening. And she came across my world probably, I don't quite remember, but maybe like 3 years ago, something like that. And which I thought was kind of interesting because I think at that time I was on and off working with a client who also was, some of her past trauma was also SRA, not trafficked, but SRA. And I thought it was interesting timing so that I could really learn more about it, tune in, and see the trauma because it would maybe help me with the person that I was working with. And then, of course, her story just captured me because she not only was a survivor, but she had been trafficked since she was, well, she doesn't have memory from 3 months old, but she was basically abused from 3 months old. And this continued until, I don't know her age exactly, maybe 18, 19, 20. She's now in her early 30s, I believe, and not in that life, but she's still dealing with it because the PTSD, the fragmented mind that occurred from this, she's dealing with this. But what also captured me was that she was in the world of not just everyday kind of sex trafficking. She was trafficked into the elite world, into the political world realm, into the entertainment world. And so she is currently, you can go and explore. She's sharing a lot of information as much as she can. She's talking, she's done a lot of videos. She has done some interviews, but she won't do them anymore because she's not interested in people who want to make money off of her, off of her pain, off of her story. That's not what she's interested in. But she wanted to get this information out there. She wanted people to know because she just wants to live a peaceful life. She wants to live a life because her life has been something that most of us don't even understand. And This is why she started sharing. This is, oh, what's happening here? You guys, it says that I'm disconnected. Oh, this is, it says I'm disconnected. Am I disconnected over here? No, I'm seeing some people. Hi, hello everyone. I'm live on YouTube and I'm doing my first live on TikTok. The topic is a very sensitive topic right now, but it's on a young woman named Ali Carter. I don't know what's happened over here on YouTube. It looks like it says chat disconnected. Please wait. So if anybody wants to just say hi, you can hear me and see me, or you can just type in there. Is everyone here on my TikTok speak English? As I said, I live in Mexico, so it just kind of goes out to Mexico, as far as I know. I don't think it goes out any further unless you actually look me up or tune in and it pops up somewhere on current live videos. So, okay, I'm not sure what's happening. Anyways, I'm just going to keep talking because this will be recorded and people can tune back in later on this. So my intuitive sense with Ali Carter is that, first of all, she is absolutely telling the truth. And one thing I forgot to say was that the other reason why I kind of went down this path or this rabbit hole and tuned into this was because I think it was 2021. I remember the month, but I'm pretty sure that it was 2021 in January. I'd had my own little experience where I was just sort of, laying down and doing a meditation. I wasn't asleep. I was fully awake, and but I was very relaxed in a very expanded state. Hi, I don't know who that is, but hello, long time. I'm not sure who it is, so remind me. But thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Um, so I was in a very expanded state, and then and I wasn't in it very long, maybe like not even 10 minutes. And then very quickly, I had this image. I have goosebumps as I'm about to say it, which is confirmation of truth. So I saw this appear image, which didn't look like an image. It just looked like it was real. It was a scene. And the scene in front of me was a line. It was in black and white, which was very interesting. I don't know why it was in black and white, but it was. Maybe because of where they were, I think, located. And so there was a lineup there was two women at the end. Yeah. One was sort of standing with her arms like this. Another one I think she had a child in front. There was a whole bunch of children, probably from the age of, I don't know, 3 to 12, something like that. And they were all standing in a line. And again, it looked very black and white, but the background is what caught me. I was like, where are you? I don't understand where you are. Sujata. Hi, Sujata. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. It's a very sensitive topic today. All right. And it's specific, not just me coming on to chat. So these children were all lined up. And the odd thing about it is that they were, number one, they were in this very darkened, it looked like it was a tunnel. That's what it looked like, or underground. It was somewhere underground. And they were all staring at me. They were just staring at me. And again, I'm with my eyes closed in a meditation, right? And I'm scanning. I remember I'm just scanning and I'm looking and I was like saying to them, I think telepathically, where are you? Where are you? I don't understand. I can't hear anybody speak. Nobody's saying anything. They're just staring at me. And the only thing I can say is that I felt this plea. It was like a plea. That's the only thing that they were probably conveying to me in some way without speaking was help. That was it. And then all of a sudden it just disappeared. The image disappeared and I woke up and I was not woke up because I wasn't asleep, but I mean, I sat up, I opened my eyes and I was like, what the, what the heck was that? And then I was just in silence because I had no answers. So fast forward maybe a month or two after that is when Ali Carter came across my screen, started telling her story, started talking about tunnels, started talking about all kinds of things and how they're trafficked. And I was like, okay, because I have heard stories where I live of this type of thing, which I'm not going to get into because I don't want to start, any kind of mm, controversy or, take myself somewhere that I don't want to go right now. But I have heard of those here also where I live. Not right where I live here, but in another part of the country. So I know that they exist and that happens, and they move children and they move lots of things, underground. So there's a lot of activity there. So this is where I tuned in more to Allie, and I decided to observe her and see that everything, because she was sharing a lot. We're talking about a lot of people that she was talking about, people that a lot of us here love or might be a so-called fan of, their work, or whether they're from whatever spectrum they're from, whatever whatever mode of life that they operate in. And you may know them and you may love them, you may vote for them, etc. And so she was speaking a lot on this, but she was also speaking about the the horrible abuse that happened to her. And because I had two clients, one I still had, one was in the past, um, that kind of ended because it became too much. And then the other one, every once in a while we were doing some work on that. And I was hoping that I could get some understanding and insight in how I could also approach my client. So this is why I was really following Allie Carter. And then she kind of went away for a while, maybe a year and a half. At least I didn't come across her. So recently, at least the last year, she has been becoming much more public now. A lot more people are tuning in. They're not like, canceling, or what do you call it, like scrubbing things from YouTube or this or whatever, and so that people are not being able to hear her story. So now is the time, and that's all really on a metaphysical level as to what's happening. So these things are unfolding, and there's a lot of people out there doing videos on her now. Thank you, I appreciate that. A lot of people are doing videos. She's on everywhere. She's actually on Instagram. She is on TikTok, but her TikTok has been banned like 3 or 4 times. So I think she's about to make a new one. But I think she's laying low right now because with the current case with Diddy, which she was also sex trafficked to, along with many other children, and has spoke out about that, has done an affidavit of truth with the, I guess, with the government, with the federal government. Um, as well as a few others. I'm not going to start naming names in here. You guys can go look that up. You can search it, do your own research here in that regard. But she started speaking out more and more about this. And it's kind of put them in, a little bit more of a dangerous spot. She was always in to a certain degree, but it's put her more out publicly and out into the open, and people are, there's the ones that are trying to stop her, and then the other ones who are trying to help her. But she's built her own. She called it Allie's Army, and she has a website, alliesarmy.com, and she has a lot of people helping her behind the scenes. These are not known people that I know of that are there, and they will be there if she needs them. If her mother and her need them. So I feel she's very protected. That's one of the things I want to say in my intuitive reading. I feel that she is very protective, no matter how dark and dangerous that it looks that's around here, or what she might be experiencing, or what she might be receiving, whether it's directly people approaching her or trying to do some harm, or whether it's coming from other sources like, frequencies, black magic, etc., like that. So there's a lot of that going on as well. But I feel she's very protected. I actually did do some work for her about a week or so ago because I felt to do that. She doesn't know that because she doesn't know me. But that's something that I felt to do because I work with very powerful tools as well, to do some clearing for her, to a little bit of healing, and to do a little bit of protection for her. I've only done it one time, but I know that it's received and I know that it will help her in some level. But this is a constant thing for her every day. But I do feel she's very protected with unseen forces as well, for sure. Um, I don't feel that it's yet that they will let her let her expose any more that she has right now. That's just for now. That just feels kind of temporary. So everything has its divine timing. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if there will come a moment where something will shift and whatever door or a gate or something is going to open so that she will be on some level. I'm telling you, I can feel it now because I have a goosebumps. Anybody else there get any goosebumps? There will be a moment or a time where that will be allowed to be much bigger than what it is. And then the house of cards will start falling even more than it already is. But what she has done has been a catalyst for a lot of other victims. Some of them are become more public. Some of them are being, as they call Jane Does in the background, maybe trying to do just civil suits, etc. But some of them are becoming much more public. There's a timing, but they also have to feel safer than they did before. Part of that is because, yes, the one person, he's not the only one. The person that's in jail right now, Diddler, whatever, he's not the only one. This is a network that is so huge on so many different levels. It represents many different things, even metaphysically, and what's happening there. It's unraveling. It's unraveling, but it also has its timing. Allie, I feel on some level, is very attuned, even though she's very fragmented. I mean, the things that have happened to her are horrible. Like, that's not even that word doesn't even suffice. It's atrocious, the things that have happened to her. Um, most people, most of you out there who have no conscious awareness of this or have not even aware of things that take place, will have a hard time believing it. You will have a hard time believing it. It might even shake you to your core. It could even send some people, into disarray. The mind might, fragment a little, but think about their mind. Their mind has fragmented like way beyond any of us. And that has been their life. That is what they've had to deal with. They have different alters, they have different personalities, and this is where they're living. This is what their life is. And Allie, as I watch her, now apparently, I don't know this, but her mother, this is her adoptive mother, Shelly, I believe, she has been her warrior, her guardian, her rock, her savior, her whatever you want to call it. And that's their soul journey together. But she's worked with her. I believe she used to be a social worker. So she has gone through a lot with Allie I think I don't know how long they've been together, maybe 10, 15 years, something like that. And she has seen many, many, many of her personalities, her alters. And according to her, there's over 200. Just imagine that. Just think about that for a moment. Now, we are multidimensional beings. We do have many subpersonalities. We have many aspects to us. But think about that is on different levels. Think about it on sort of this conscious level that you have over 200 different personalities. Not even personalities. They're actually, they believe they are that personality. They are that being. A lot of them have their own names, not the original name of the person. They have their own memories, they have their own life, they have their own experiences. Think about living that. And a lot of the times they don't even know when they shift because they don't remember. Some people have the ability. I have dealt with some people who have multiple personalities in my past. Um, I have. So I have seen them shift. I've seen them, come into the other name. They're this name here, and then they shift in. They either get triggered or sometimes you don't even know why they come forward. Now, Allie, because Allie has been sharing her story, her stories. I don't even like calling them stories, her traumatic experiences, her life journey. And that easily, just by sharing that moment, especially if it was a horrific moment that she was experiencing, can shift into an altar. So I've watched her a lot to see that, to see when she shifts, to see if maybe they are sending some kind of signals to her. I did notice that on one of her lives. I felt like someone was beaming something to her because she was having trouble speaking. I think she's very authentic. I feel that she's genuine. I feel her sadness. I feel to some degree, which I could never feel entirely, sorry about the background noise, her pain, what she went through, that I will never know that. I will never be able to even empathize with her on that. Um, but I can feel the deep sadness. So I keep getting disconnected on YouTube. This is very interesting. So how does that work on your end? It keeps going on and off. So far, TikTok is still there, right? It looks like it's still operating. Is everybody here on my TikTok Spanish? Is there anybody in English? Amber, it's going in and out. Sujata, are you still there? I know there's some other people there, but they haven't said hi, but that's okay. Not a problem. If you have anything that you want to share or ask on this topic or about Allie, feel free. I'll see if I can answer it or tune into it. Um, some of it has been working, no problems here. It's funny because it says disconnected. You can hear me. Okay, not sure what what dimension or what realm this is happening where it keeps getting disconnected. Um, okay, the people that are on here so far. I'm in the UK and your stream is working fine, no problem. Hello, Lorraine. You're in the UK. Whoa, what time is it over there? 3, 4 o'clock in the morning? Are you a late night bunny? Um, it's about 9:30 where I am, I think. Okay, well that's great. That's great too. I don't know what's happening. I've never seen this before where the chat disconnects. I don't know if it means that the video also disconnects, and TikTok, believe it or not, which I usually have trouble just getting on there. That's why I haven't done a live so far. It is actually holding strong. Nobody's talking because I'm not sure if they understand English. That's the other reason why I don't do lives here because I'm not sure if I'm speaking to just only a Spanish audience. And I wish I spoke Spanish, but un poco, not enough to do a live. I'm so sorry. But thank you for tuning in, anyways, and helping me to get going on TikTok. All right, back over here. So, the people that are on here right now, do you know who Allie Carter is? Just you can say yes or no. What does it say? I hear no disjoint. Okay, well, that's good to know. All right. Nope. Don't be shy because guess what? I can't see you, but you can see me. Don't be shy. Um, all right. The screen is jumping all over the place on YouTube. Maybe it's because I'm doing the two together. I'm not really sure, but it just keeps moving back and forth here. Or maybe there's interference because they don't want me to say something. I'm just trying to keep it light and just sort of do a very sort of soft, intuitive reading on Allie. Allie's very quiet right now. For some of you, look at this. Look at the screen is jumping all over. Every time I say her name. Okay. So anyway, she's laying low right now. I haven't seen her do any lives for a couple of weeks. I know her TikTok got banned. And it's very interesting that it got. Now, why? Why do you need to ban it? Why? When a woman's sharing her life story, sharing her journey, yes, she's mentioning people. She hasn't mentioned a ton of people because I am sure there is way more than she's put out there so far, or way more that she's done affidavits on. But they don't want her to say those names. So that's why they took down her TikTok again. So far, she's still on Instagram. She does have her own Telegram. So, I mean, if you guys want to explore, even just to maybe even, she doesn't talk to people. So don't, I mean, she'll talk to you if she's doing a live like that. If she sees you with her chat going, but she's not going to be typing, responding to people. In her Telegram, it's just, to see the messages or the information or what they're sharing. A lot of times she'll tell you she's going live there or TikTok, but you cannot put messages or you can't, write to her in that way. You can through her website. If you want to go to her website, just stringing pieces together. Okay. Yes. Well, it's big. But her website, which I believe is aliesarmy.com, you can actually go on there and you will see videos that she's done in the past, some interviews, some documentation. You'll learn about some things, but be prepared because if you are someone who has had this experience to some extent, whether, you know what I mean, whether it's SA or SRA or been trafficked, you know, it could be triggering for you, but it could also be helpful because you can see that people now are speaking out, that you don't have to hide anymore, and that there's people out there that will support you and help you. And I know that there's a greater power that if this is what you're supposed to be doing, you will be protected, you will be led, you will be guided, and you will be helped and supported. So you have to trust in that. You have to trust in that. Something else I was hoping, by doing this, is that if there is anybody out there, whether you're listening now, I know there's not a lot of people, but if people find this later, watch this video, whether it's on TikTok or watch it over here on YouTube, and you would like to do sessions with me in a sense, or to talk or share, just send me a message. My email is in down below. That's the best way to contact me. And we could go for there because to some degree, I know that I can help on some level, not on all levels, but on some level, I know that I can help. I work with very profound and beautiful modalities to help with healing, clearing. So just keep that in mind. Or if you just need somebody to share with. And don't worry about, do not worry about me in that sense, whether you think that maybe it would be dangerous for me. No. Oh, what was that? Something came across my screen, but I don't know what it was. If you think it's too dangerous for me, I'm not worried about that. I'm fully protected. So I don't think Allie Carter's going to see this, but if she does, I would love to put out a message out to her to say that I hear you, I see you, I feel you, I believe you, and I trust in you, and I know that you're a warrior. You are a goddess warrior. I know you have your faith, and I honor and respect that. But I also see you as a warrior, and you are doing what you're meant to do, and it doesn't really matter what the final outcome is. It's what you share along the way and those that you're going to help. I see her, this is my intuitive sense. I mix my intuitive sense and my 2 cents together. But my intuitive sense is that there's a moment where there's going to be, if it's an energetic opening, that you will be able to put more information or more people are going to assist you. Because I know the biggest problem is trust. The biggest problem is that because this is on all levels. This is not just in the elite world or in the celebrity world, the music world. No, this is your gardeners, your foster care is the big perpetrator as well, but it's in all walks of life. Okay. And that's intimidating. That is where people don't feel comfortable because they don't, who do you trust? You don't trust police, you don't trust government, you can't, maybe you can't even trust your neighbor. I don't know. Maybe you can't even trust your family member. Allie Carter's family is the one that put her in this. So if you can't trust family, you know, and that's why people don't come forward. And then if you're on a different level where people are threatening to unalive you, then most of the people don't speak. They don't speak out. If I can give her any comfort in saying that it's okay, we're in the time that this is unraveling, it's unfolding, it's truth time, it's justice time. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know how it's going to unfold, but it's there. That wave is there. It's there. Don't be afraid. The universe, God, creator, infinite one, however you term it, is walking beside you, is walking within you. You have to trust in that. Shelley is Allie Carter's adoptive mother. She actually adopted her, I think, when she was, I don't know if it's about 10 years ago, where it actually became finalized, or they may have been trying before. Sorry, I don't have all the exact details. I don't remember everything, but she adopted her, and to her, that's her mother. Nobody else, not the one that bore her. Nobody else. She calls her surrogate. Surrogate. Her father. Um, well, that's interesting. So, if any of you are familiar with Allie Carter, you may know that she has claimed that her father is, I would say was, because apparently, according to her, he's still alive, was the rapper Tupac. And she does look like him a bit. I don't see why she would lie. She doesn't really care about him, but apparently they've been threatening her recently because she did do a live saying that she didn't care because if any harm came to her mother, which is where I'm coming back to, because that's where they'll go first, is they'll go after Shelley. She's protected also. I can feel it. I can feel that they're both protected. Doesn't mean they're not going to encounter things. They are basically, as far as I understand, living on the road. They're in a car going from point to point to point to place to place to place to place, because they may stay somewhere for a short time and then something happens that they need to leave. Do you know what I mean? And they got to go. So I would say they're on the run, but it's not really on the run. They're just moving to a safe spot all the time. And that's no way to live. Who wants to live like that? I don't want to live like that. She shouldn't have to live like that. She has aspirations. She's so intelligent, and she's a dancer. I feel like she could be a motivator for people. Just check her out, listen to her speak. Yes, you're going to hear her pain. Yes, you're going to hear her horrible, tragic life that she's experienced from a baby. But look beyond that. Look beyond, and you will see the beautiful soul that exists there. And There's many, 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 many people that have lived this as well on the planet. So I'm not putting Allie on a pedestal in any way to put her up there and so that she's the only one. No, what it is that we need to either go within ourselves to see why this exists in the outer world. And if you're someone who is more of an active, someone that likes to participate, then start speaking up and asking, where are the children? Where are the children? I believe this vision that I had 3 years ago now, almost 4 years, gosh, it's going to be 4 years. This vision was the children looking at me saying, hey, we're here. Why isn't anybody looking for us? And there are people, yes, but there's not enough people. There's not enough people helping. It's because not enough people know, or not. I don't know. Some people don't care to know. Some people are brainwashed. Some people, it's not my problem. I understand all of that. I don't have any judgment from anybody in this regard because I can only speak for myself. And for me, the way that I know that I can help, unless I'm called to do something else, is to do it through the work that I do, which is as an intuitive, a metaphysical practitioner. If I can help them on some level of clearing, healing, or protection, and I'm guided to do that, then I will do that. And I don't even have to be in contact with her to do that. So that's my role. But if it becomes something else where I'm directed to assist even further or to in some other manner to help children, if I can, I will. There's so many children that are calling out, and many of us just don't hear them. How are we doing here? I'm surprised we still have people on TikTok. Say hello. I don't even know. Are you allowed? Can you say hello or you can only tune in? I don't even know. I can't. Oh, wow. But thank you for being there. And if you have any questions, let me know. How's everybody doing here? I know there's only a few people, and I appreciate you being here. And hopefully, more people will tune in later. I'd like this to be an ongoing conversation. It doesn't have to be on here. It can be behind the scenes, especially if you're someone who is someone who has been, sexually abused or SRA, and would like to do maybe some healing work or maybe learn how to do some protection, because the things that a lot of you are afraid of are just not physical. They're on other levels, things that are being done to you. And there are tools, very powerful tools, to protect you so that you will be able to do something, to be safe, to move forward, and not have to worry about speaking your truth or coming forward. That's my main message that I would like to put out there. Allie's okay. I know that I'm seeing a few people saying right now that she's disappeared. Where is she? Then everybody goes into a bit panic, so they got her. Listen, as much as I've listened to her, they have put a lot of things into place. A lot of things. They've got a team behind them. So if anything happens to either her or her mother or to both of them, there's the Allie's army that's already out there that will start releasing information, boom, all across the world. This is how long she's been, to some degree, sharing out there for several years. So you'll see if something happens to them, we'll know. That's why I know that she's okay in that sense. That they haven't captured her or they're doing something or they've already, unalive them or something. No, because you would start seeing those documents coming out everywhere in every country. That's what she's been building. That's what they've been building. And it's there. I can feel it. There's got goosebumps again. Confirmation of truth. Um, so I'm not worried about her in that way. If I do, I will do the protection that we have, the tools that we work with. I'll do it again for her. I wish I could do it for everybody, but I don't know all of them. She's put herself into the public eye. She's come across to me. This band of children and women have shown themselves to me. I really wish I could like communicate with them again, but I feel like it was just a vision for me to see at that moment to say, okay, this is what's going to start popping into your life to pay attention to a little bit over here. So if you're not familiar with Ally Carter, Google, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Telegram is a private group, but you can join it, and just go back, catch up on what she's been sharing, what she's been talking about, and if you feel the call to help in some way, then go ahead. For me, I work on this level. Some other people maybe can do other things that I can't do. You might be able to contribute in a whole different way. She's not about money. She doesn't want to be. She won't take anybody's money. Doesn't matter. I'm not monetized, so I'm not going to make any money off of this. And if for some reason it did, I would love to have given it to her, but apparently she's not, accepting that at this point because that's not what it's about for her. And I honor and respect that and bless her for that, and that it'll come somewhere else for them so that they continue to be taken care of, as best as possible. So she's authentic, she's real, she's sharing her life, and please, if you do come across, I know that a lot of what she's sharing will kind of like blow you away, and your first response might be, I don't believe her. Can't be possible, especially when she's named names and told you about some of your favorite people and the things that they've done to her, with her. She's not lying. I've observed her enough to know, to feel in my being that she's telling the truth. There isn't much more I can say about that. That's you probably just can tune in yourself and feel it, and you make your own decision, and send her love. Send her love, send her blessings. This all helps. This all does something. I hope that those who have endured and lived a similar life as Ally, and there are thousands, maybe there's even millions who have children, women, some men. I don't know. It's an industry that is, in my view, been one of the biggest crimes on this planet. It needs to be rectified. It needs to be healed. And some people have that role to be out there in the public to do. So let's not break them down. Let's not judge them or criticize them when they're telling us stories about people that you love or voted for, etc. Just listen and send some love and compassion for them. And that hasn't been your life journey. Some of us may have had other type of abuse in our life. I have in my past as a child. But on my journey, I've worked on that. I continue to work on things. That's the inner work. That's doing my inner work. But some of them have had such a journey that they don't even have the opportunity to the moments, the time to do that. They don't have it because they're constantly living in fear. They're constantly living in their trauma. So if you come across Ali or anybody else like her, because there are some others coming out now, speaking out. Some of them you might see on YouTube, some of them you might see on TikTok, some are on Instagram, some of them I don't know, I don't watch TV, but that are shared and it's in the news. It's there. Don't judge them right away. Let them speak. That's the thing I say. Let them speak and see where that goes. It's a very difficult thing to really talk about, even for me to, because I'm trying to be gentle with what I say. I'm trying to not share too much out here because I don't want it to make it be very dark and scary and overwhelming because I don't know who's going to tune in. I mostly just want to give support and send love to Ali, and that I believe her, I feel her, and I pray for her in my way. And I feel that there will be a amazing moment where she's, if you want to say vindicated, but she will be heard in a larger capacity. And that in turn will hopefully, and I think it will, be a catalyst for more and more and more and more and more people to speak up. Oh, somebody's joining the conversation. Yes. You want to say hi to the people? Callie. Callie's here. Um, wow, still people here on TikTok. So TikTok, you cannot say anything, or did I not turn on something? I don't really know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to do a practice session next time because I don't know how to use it. It just shows people just shows people on here, but say hi. Hi, hi. It says say hi, say hi. Hello everybody. Now, since I'm doing live, I can change the topic very quickly. Oh no. What you doing? I can change the topic if anybody else would like to maybe ask questions or share something, or we can kind of go a different direction if you want to. I'm open to that. Of an intuitive nature or a personal nature. Oh, I have a cat playing with my feet. So how does this work over here? Everybody's so quiet. I'm whispering because you guys are not talking. So Lorraine K, you're in the UK. I used to live in the UK long time ago, from 95 to 97. Say hi. Say hello. This is Kali. Kali. Oh, Kali. So I used to live in the UK. Yes, I know where that heart came from. No, Kelly doesn't stay still. Can you say hi? Say hi. TikTok can see you, but YouTube can't see you. There, quick, quick, quick. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hi. I'm Callie. Uh-oh. All right. Get down. So I lived in the UK. I lived in Mexico. I lived in the US a little bit. No puedo hablar español. That's my Spanish. Lo siento. It's too bad they don't have, you can't just translate automatically. But I don't think that works on a live. It would probably be too difficult to do on a live, right? So here's here. I see some other people, but nobody's talking. I should call this intuitive interactive, or it's intuitive chat, which means that I don't want to just chat with myself. See, I don't know if the chat's working on YouTube because there's no movement. And for those who joined me for my last one, the last week whenever I did it, and I had it on slow mode, and I tried to put it on faster mode, but it wouldn't let me do that. I wonder if it lets me do that here. Moderation, no. Participants, moderation activity, nope. Nope. Doesn't allow you to do that. What does it allow you to do over here? I have no idea. So if anybody knows, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just try to keep exploring because maybe that's why you guys are getting annoyed, not sending any messages because it takes too long. I've disconnected 4 times. So I don't know where I'm at right now. I mean, talking about the chat, obviously I'm still going live because I can see the time going. I can see some people, a couple of likes, but that's it. I don't know if the chat's working. Hello, TikTok. Welcome to my very first live. It only took me 2 years. 2 years to do a live on TikTok. And to be able to do more, apparently I have to do 30 minutes. So I think I've been on here for 30 minutes. So anybody on TikTok that wants to ask a question, what is this button over here? Interact. What does that do? I have no interact. Nope, that's not it. So you guys have to bear with me as I learn this as I go along. Hi, I say hi, hi. Hola, hola. One person on, there was like 75 people on here at one point. Wow, on my TikTok. And now I don't know how many's there because I can't tell. But thank you for joining me. No questions? No comments? No. I feel like there's other things I could talk about, but I'm not really sure if I should go down that route right now. Well, one thing I'll say is that, we are coming to the end of a year, which is the end of a cycle. It's the culmination of the previous year. So we could see, some more things kind of happening out there. I don't see at the moment anything catastrophic happening, not at the moment, though there's potential for it, but I'm not seeing it at the moment. I don't feel it. I don't see it. I haven't had any dreams. Usually in December, I tend to have, different dreams or visions or senses of things. But I just feel like there's so many more people here who are, or, waking up to a certain degree where that's not what they want anymore. That's not how they want to approach life. That's not how they want things to go. Um, so, and it's the collective consciousness that creates. But I do feel that we are in or beginning. Oh wait, what's today? Today, Amber. Today's night. So it's the 19th where we move into Pluto in Aquarius. So we're going to be going into a whole different frequency and energy and a consciousness, which whew, will probably just enhance what's happening right now to a certain degree and then shift into a different frequency. But I think a lot more is going to start being revealed, a lot more truths, a lot more people are going to be coming forward, a lot more people are going to be speaking up, a lot more people are going to, break away from things that no longer serve them, be more about uniting than dividing. But all of this takes time. All of this unfolds in its own timing. Yeah, but then sometimes when it's very quiet, sometimes when it's very quiet, it means that there's something brewing. But I don't feel anything today. This is only today, because to me, this is all that exists is today, nothing else. I don't know. But I don't feel that there's anything that, like drastic happening at the moment. Doesn't mean that they aren't trying in the background. But we are stronger. We are stronger. We are united. We are stronger. I wish my YouTube video looked like my TikTok video. TikTok video is very clear, and my YouTube looks like I'm in a fog. Do I look like I'm in a fog to you guys? My mind is at a stop. Sorry. That's okay. You don't have to apologize. No problem. I'm just glad that someone typed because now I can see that you guys are still there. Um, well, I really want to, when I do lives, I would love to have people interacting with me, because it makes it, a lot easier. It makes it a lot more fun, and it actually becomes much more fluid. And the conversation can take us to many places. So I'm hoping that I can build that here, because if you weren't here on my last live last week, which was my first live in 6.5 years, so it's a long time that I haven't been on. And so I'm going to have to get out, connect with an audience, connect with people, and hopefully they feel comfortable and they want to chat. I'm very easygoing. I'm very laid back for the most part. I can be very direct, and I'm going to share with you if things come in the moment. um, and sometimes who knows? I don't know what realm it could come from. It could come from a different realm, or it could just come from, the everyday stuff. But hopefully I can, connect with people a lot more on here. I would try to come on. I had a set time, I was going to do it every 2 days per week, but you know what? Life sometimes just takes you a different direction, or it doesn't work out. So I don't want to commit to that. Thank you to my beloved roommate, for reminding me of that in some way, because I thought about that. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to leave it open. And if I get any requests to come on, I'll come on. If I get any really interesting stuff that I want to share, I will come on. Or sometimes I might just pick a topic and put it out there. And if you have a certain topic that you think that would be interesting, that you would like me to maybe talk about, chat about, tune in, give my intuitive sense, my 2 cents, let me know. Put it in the comments, send me an email. Don't be shy. All right. Well, I think I'll end on that. And please subscribe if you haven't already. If you've liked this at all, enjoyed it, and give it a thumbs up. And leave me a comment. Not a lot of people comment on my YouTube videos, but not even negative comments. At least some comments will get the algorithm picking up, but people don't like to say very much. I was like, okay, that's all right. Because some of you I might even respond to. Not everybody, but I will respond to people. All right, I'm going to say thank you. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you very much. I will come back maybe with something else. And if it's possible on TikTok, if you can let me know, I don't know. Is there? I don't see comments. I don't see anything except for people joining. So maybe it has to be after my first live, where I will have the ability or the feature to be able to talk or see comments. But thank you for being here. Thank you on YouTube. Thank you to the beautiful people and the beautiful souls, because I can feel, generally most of the time, I can feel the energy from you guys. Even if it's very subtle, I can still feel it. So I send love and I send blessings to all of you. And I say, have a good night, and I will see you soon. Much love.